Hi, I'm Debbie, one of the discharge nurses.
I'm Mary, I'm the clinical director.
And I'm Dee, the other discharge nurse.
We want to thank the supporters of Martinis and Matisse, specifically Steve Boughton.
And Dr. David and Jamie Shapiro for all their help.
And Bob and Laura Bent for your continued support with Martinis and Matisse.
We're here doing hard work.
And our patients, appreciate it so much.
Thank you for all you do and your continued support of the Clearwater Free Clinic.
Hi, my name is Pauline Deal.
And my name is Joy Coleman. We are retired nurses that work in the med room at the clinic.
We also volunteer with Martinis and Matisse. And we would like to thank you very, very much for your sponsorship. I'd like to thank Pinch a Penny.
And I'd like to thank Yale Capital. We appreciate all that you do for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Diane Morris here, Director of Operations for the Clearwater Free Clinic and Martinis and Matisse Committee.
I'm Meredith Reagan, Development Manager at the Clearwater Free Clinic and also a member of the Martinis and Matisse Committee. We would like to especially thank Breadcrumb Corporate for all of their support over the years and for hosting our Martinis and Matisse event at their beautiful facility, and we cannot wait to be back there with you all next year.
We also want to send a big thank you to Bonefish Grill for their continued support and sponsorship of Martinis and Matisse with a twist.
Hi, I'm Mia. I'm Zoe, and we're high school students volunteering at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and we would like to thank Carol Toscani
and Pinch a Penny for sponsoring the Martinis Matisse event.
Hi, my name's Tammy, and I'm a patient here at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and I want to thank everyone who supports this free clinic because it's a wonderful place to come, and I really appreciate being a patient here. This is my friend, Gilbert. He's also a patient.
Hello, I'm John. I'm a volunteer here at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and we just wanted to say thank you to DuPont Publishing. We appreciate your support.
Hi, my name is Julie, and I'm the new patient coordinator at the Clearwater Free Clinic.
Hi, I'm Latrice, and I'm the behavioral health nurse practitioner here at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and we'd like to thank the Homeless Empowerment Program
and the Advantage Mental Health Program
for all of your support at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and especially during this time of Martinis and Matisse.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary.
And I'm Marie. And we're nurse volunteers at the Clearwater Free Clinic. And we would like to thank Linda and Stuart Turley
and the Thorn Collection for sponsoring Martinis and Matisse. Thank you.
Hello, my name's AJ, and I work here at the Clearwater Free Clinic as one of the volunteers in the medication room, and I would like to thank Guardian Trust for their continued support of Martinis and Matisse.
Hi, I'm Victor Ricardo, the medication director here at the Clearwater Free Clinic.
And I'm Janet, the nurse here in the medication room. We would like to thank Don and Mary Ann Harrell
and the medical staff of Largo Medical Center for their continued support for Martinis and Matisse.
Hi, I'm Bob Quinn. I'm the patient care coordinator here at the Clearwater Free Clinic.
And I'm Eric Johansson, and I'm clinical support.
We'd just like to thank Ray and Kim Ferrara and Sunstar Paramedics for sponsoring Martinis and Matisse.
We'd also like to thank Coldwell Banker Cares and Kathy and Roland Milam. Thank you guys.
Hi, my name is Pam. I'm a scanning specialist here at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and this is my granddaughter Lexi.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm a high school student volunteer here at the Free Clinic, and I would like to thank Bruce and Deidre Livingston and Mary Harris for their support with Martinis and Matisse.
And I'd also like to thank Roger Quimby and Vivi and Lawrence DeMitt. We also thank you for your support for Martinis and Matisse.
Good morning. My name's Philip, and I've been a patient here at the Clearwater Free Clinic for almost 3 years. It's been fantastic help to me with all of my medical conditions that I've dealt with. I would really love to thank Dr. Ron and Sarah Tucker and Karen Crown for the help that they've given and the support, and also Martinis and Matisse for their help that they've given. Thank you very, very much.
Hi, I'm Molly. I'm a volunteer clerk at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and I would like to thank Creighton and Joanna Pruitt and Sally and John Fisher for their continued support in Martinis and Matisse.
Hi, I'm Alexis. I'm on staff here at the Clearwater Free Clinic and on the committee for Martinis and Matisse. I want to say thank you to Stephanie Strakowski and Stuart Strakowski for their help and their support for Martinis and Matisse.
Hi, and I'm Jackie Valigel. I'm one of the volunteers here at the clinic, and I also serve on the board of directors. And I would like to thank Kim and Ray Ferrara for their donation and support of Martinis and Matisse.
Hi, I'm Shannon.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Brooklyn, and we are all volunteers at the Clearwater Free Clinic. And we would like to thank Ruth and J.O. Stone Foundation.
We'd like to thank Fred and Alita Fisher.
And we'd like to thank Bay Area Smiles for your continued support of the Martinis and Matisse fundraiser for the Clearwater Free Clinic.
Hi, I'm Bunny Dutton. I'm a volunteer at the front desk, and I would like to thank Dr. Tom and Pauline Deal for their support of Martinis and Matisse.
Hi, I'm Judith. I'm a volunteer nurse here at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and I want to thank Dottie and John Fisher for supporting us.
Hi, my name's Kathy. I'm a volunteer nurse here at the Clearwater Free Clinic. I wanted to thank Client First Advisory Group for supporting us.
Hi, I'm Leslie, and I'm a clerk here at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and I'd like to thank Delene Crown and Gail Newell-Phillips for their help with the Martini and Matisse this year.
Hi, my name is Genesis, and I am a volunteer clerk at Clearwater Free Clinic, and I just wanted to thank David and Sarah Hemrick, as well as Sandra Miller, for sponsoring Martinis and Matisse.
Special thanks to Yale Capital
and Moss Feaster for their continued support and sponsorship of Martinis and Matisse with a Twist.
We appreciate you so much.
Hi, I'm Carlene Gunn, and I volunteer at the Clearwater Free Clinic in the med room. I would like to thank Carol Toscani for all of her support to the Clearwater Free Clinic. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Debbie, one of the discharge nurses.
I'm Mary, I'm the clinical director.
And I'm Dee, the other discharge nurse.
We want to thank the supporters of Martinis and Matisse, specifically Steve Boughton.
And Dr. David and Jamie Shapiro for all their help.
And Bob and Laura Bentz for your continued support with Martinis and Matisse.
We're here doing hard work.
And our patients, appreciate it so much.
Thank you for all you do and your continued support of the Clearwater Free Clinic.
Hi, my name is Pauline Deal.
And my name is Joy Coleman. We are retired nurses that work in the med room at the clinic.
We also volunteer with Martinis and Matisse, and we would like to thank you very, very much for your sponsorship. I'd like to thank Pinch a Penny.
And I'd like to thank Yale Capital. We appreciate all that you do for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Diane Morse here, Director of Operations for the Clearwater Free Clinic and Martinis and Matisse Committee.
I'm Meredith Reagan, Development Manager at the Clearwater Free Clinic and also a member of the Martinis and Matisse Committee. We would like to especially thank Breadcrumb Corporate for all of their support over the years and for hosting our Martinis and Matisse event at their beautiful facility, and we cannot wait to be back there with you all next year.
We also want to send a big thank you to Bonefish Grill for their continued support and sponsorship of Martinis and Matisse with a Twist.
Hi, I'm Mia. I'm Zoe, and we're high school students volunteering at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and we would like to thank Carol Toscani
and Pinch a Penny for sponsoring the Martinis Matisse event.
Hi, my name's Tammy, and I'm a patient here at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and I want to thank everyone who supports this free clinic because it's a wonderful place to come, and I really appreciate being a patient here. This is my friend, Gilbert. He's also a patient.
Hello, I'm John. I'm a volunteer here at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and we just wanted to say thank you to DuPont Publishing. We appreciate your support.
Hi, my name is Julie, and I'm the new patient coordinator at the Clearwater Free Clinic.
Hi, I'm Latrice, and I'm the Behavioral Health Nurse Practitioner here at the Clearwater Free Clinic. And we'd like to thank the Homeless Empowerment Program
and the Advantage Mental Health Program
for all of your support at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and especially during this time of Martinis and Matisse.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary. And I'm Marie. And we're nurse volunteers at the Clearwater Free Clinic. And we would like to thank Linda and Stuart Turley
And the Thorn Collection for sponsoring Martinis and Matisse. Thank you.
Hello, my name's AJ, and I work here at the Clearwater Free Clinic as one of the volunteers in the medication room, and I would like to thank Guardian Trust for their continued support of Martinis and Matisse.
Hi, I'm Victor Ricardo, the Medication Director here at the Clearwater Free Clinic.
And I'm Janet, the nurse here in the medication room. We would like to thank Don and Mary Ann Harrell
And the medical staff of Largo Medical Center for their continued support for Martinis and Matisse.
Hi, I'm Bob Quinn. I'm the Patient Care Coordinator here at the Clearwater Free Clinic.
And I'm Eric Johansson, and I'm clinical support.
We'd just like to thank Ray and Kim Ferrara and Sunstar Paramedics for sponsoring Martinis and Matisse.
We'd also like to thank Coldwell Banker Cares and Kathy and Roland Milam. Thank you guys.
Hi, my name is Pam. I'm a scanning specialist here at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and this is my granddaughter, Lexi.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm a high school student volunteer here at the Free Clinic, and I would like to thank Bruce and Deidre Livingston and Mary Harris for their support with Martinis and Matisse.
And I'd also like to thank Roger Quimby and Vivi and Lawrence DeMitt. We also thank you for your support for Martinis and Matisse.
Good morning. My name's Philip, and I've been a patient here at the Clearwater Free Clinic for almost 3 years. It's been fantastic help to me with all of my medical conditions that I've dealt with. I would really love to thank Dr. Ron and Sarah Tucker and Karen Crown for the help that they've given and the support, and also Martinis and Matisse for their help that they've given. Thank you very, very much.
Hi, I'm Molly. I'm a volunteer clerk at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and I would like to thank Creighton and Joanna Pruitt and Sally and John Fisher for their continued support in Martinis and Matisse.
Hi, I'm Alexis. I'm on staff here at the Clearwater Free Clinic and on the committee for Martinis and Matisse. I want to say thank you to Stephanie Strakowski and Stuart Strakowski for their help and their support for Martinis and Matisse.
Hi, and I'm Jackie Valigel. I'm one of the volunteers here at the clinic, and I also serve on the board of directors. And I would like to thank Kim and Ray Ferrara for their donation and support of Martinis and Matisse.
Hi, I'm Shannon.
I'm Alicia. And I'm Brooklyn, and we are all volunteers at the Clearwater Free Clinic. And we would like to thank Ruth and J.O. Stone Foundation.
We'd like to thank Fred and Alita Fisher. And we'd like to thank Bay Area Smiles for your continued support of the Martinis and Matisse fundraiser for the Clearwater Free Clinic.
Hi, I'm Bunny Dutton. I'm a volunteer at the front desk, and I would like to thank Dr. Tom and Pauline Deal for their support of Martinis and Matisse.
Hi, I'm Judith. I'm a volunteer nurse here at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and I want to thank Dottie and John Fisher for supporting us.
Hi, my name's Kathy. I'm a volunteer nurse here at the Clearwater Free Clinic. I wanted to thank Client First Advisory Group for supporting us.
Hi, I'm Leslie, and I'm a clerk here at the Clearwater Free Clinic, and I'd like to thank Delene Crown and Gail Newell Phillips for their help with the Martini and Matisse this year.
Hi, my name is Genesis, and I am a volunteer clerk at Clearwater Free Clinic, and I just wanted to thank David and Sarah Hemrick, as well as Sandra Miller, for sponsoring Martinis and Matisse.
Special thanks to Yale Capital
and Moss Feaster for their continued support and sponsorship of Martinis and Matisse with a Twist.
We appreciate you so much.
Hi, I'm Carlene Gunn. I volunteer at the Clearwater Free Clinic in the Med-Room. I would like to thank Carol Toscani for all of her support to the Clearwater Free Clinic. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just about 12 minutes away from the beginning of Martinis and Matisse with a twist. It's our main program. It starts in about 11 minutes and 45 seconds. So if you haven't found the most comfortable chair in the house, if you haven't already mixed your favorite martini, now's the time to do so. If you are not registered for our program yet, and if you're watching through Qtego, which is the mobile bidding platform that many of you have been using for your art purchases or your opportunity drawing purchases, that means you're registered. But if you're watching on Facebook or anywhere else and you haven't had a chance to register yet, all you have to do is follow the instructions right there. Text the word Martini to 72727, and you'll get all the information you need to have a full immersive experience at this Martinis and Matisse virtual style. Now, we want to communicate with you all throughout the program. We're using a text-to-screen feature. We want you to text us your pictures. When you text us your pictures, we're going to show them on the screen. The number is 813-21. Let me try that again. 813-212-2122. And what happens when you text them in? We put them up on the screen just like this right here, right? So you look at those pictures there, you see everyone out there in Cyberland having a great time getting ready for Martinis and Matisse. We're not only going to show more of those pictures throughout the program tonight, but we're also going to pick some winners. If you send in the best picture with the best looking martini, the most creative looking martini, we're going to give you prizes. So text it in at 813-212-2122. We got a great program coming up for you. But before we get to the main show, we want to turn it over to some of our good friends at the Dunedin Fine Arts Center. We had a social media contest going on throughout the week, and they helped us out with a great cooking demonstration. For those of you who entered that contest, the winners were Liz Winter and Pauline Deal, so congratulations to Pauline and Liz. For those of you who didn't get a chance to see it, you're about to be entertained and delighted and, quite frankly, made awfully hungry by our friends at the Dunedin Fine Arts Center.
Hello everyone, I'm Georgianne Bissett and we are in the Dunedin Fine Arts Centers and this beautiful food art studio with our star chef, Chef Craig. Before I turn this demonstration over to Chef Craig, please may I say thank you to the Clearwater Free Clinic for the exceptional job they do for our whole region. So I urge you all, be very generous, bid, 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 and give. The Clearwater Free Clinic is definitely a favorite charity. Now, Chef Craig.
Right on. So, I'm sorry I can't be there in person this year, but we're gonna do a quick little demonstration of a fried seganaki, a Greek fried cheese, which is phenomenal. It's one of my favorite dishes, one of the easiest dishes to do as well. I've got some seganaki cheese, which is a hard, rubbery cheese, but when you fry it up, it browns really nicely in the pan. I've got a cast iron skillet, which has been preheated. I'm gonna add a substantial amount of oil here. And again, all I've done is just flour these up a little bit so that you can get some browning action. You will get some sticking on the bottom of the pan. You can see a little bit of smoke coming off of here. And I'm gonna put them right in the pan here. And typically when you get it in restaurants, you'll get just the fried cheese with a little bit of lemon juice on top, peat on the side. We're gonna do up a little salad as well to go on top. And when the hot cheese hits the salad, it wilts it a little bit. It's really, I think, an awesome dish. So it's just arugula right in the middle, okay? In a minute, I'm gonna have Georgianne light it on fire when we get there. She's got her lighter ready. We've got the ouzo ready. And we've got some garlic here, which we're gonna smear up. Right on. These are all sort of techniques that you would learn in class if you were to come to one of our cooking classes. So look at how nice and brown that is. Oh, that looks so good. Right on. All right. That's pretty much it right there. So we've got our garlic.
Good technique.
It is. A little bit of smearing action. Makes it a little bit quicker. You can use a garlic press, but it's just another tool you gotta wash, right? We had this discussion earlier, just a couple minutes ago. So we've got our cheese. It's pretty much browned up on both sides. I'm gonna add in a little bit of garlic, okay? Some peas. And we're gonna add in some chili flakes, just add a little bit of heat to it. Again, it's not a traditional seganaki, but when Georgianne comes across, she has her ouzo ready. She's gonna pour that in and she's gonna light it on fire. I'm not sure with all the lights, hopefully we can see the flame come up, but if we don't, we'll have to imagine it. All right, so I'll get you to step in and you can pour it all the way in and then use the lighter, yeah? There we go. And then just light it up. Yeah, and just light it, yep. Boom. There we go. Just like that, perfect. Great job. Perfect. And then we got a bit of lemon here. We'll add some lemon juice, and that's pretty much it. That's the dish right there.
So I could ask, what if I don't have a cast iron skillet?
any saute pan would do, but I would suggest going out and getting a cast iron skillet because it is the #1 thing that you need in the kitchen to be cooking with. Best frying pan you can buy, for sure. Yeah. So we got a little bit of, oh, we go over all those steps in the class, but making sure it's completely dry when it goes away. You can wash it with soap and water, but making sure that it's totally dry and just a thin coating of oil on it. And then when you cook with it again, it gets seasoned up and the oil cooks into the metal and it prevents it from rusting. And then we got a little bit of pita that I did up earlier. So just put that right on the side here. And just a little bit more olive oil on top of the pita.
Oh my, Chef Craig.
Right on.
Absolutely divine.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And that's pretty much it right there.
Oh.
Right on.
So thank you, Clearwater Free Clinic, and we hope you do really well in this. And people, come visit us at our food art studio.
Going into Life Farms here where we have Kathy and Roland Milam. They have their beautiful nursery in here. And oh, here they are now.
Oh, hi folks! Kathy and Roland Milam here at our organic farm, Life Farms. Roland and I kind of consider ourselves foodies, so I guess that's the reason I've enjoyed so much working with all the restaurants and food and beverage vendors for the last 11 years. Roland, on the other hand, who was on the board of directors for several years with the clinic, now considers the farm his baby, right, sweetheart?
Yes, we do. And speaking of babies, you're in the nursery right now. We seed everything from scratch through our germination chambers into this nursery where they grow from a baby up to a young adult that we transplant into fields. Of course, we do direct seed some things, radishes and things like that, but we grow straight from there. We bought the land in 2012. It was totally overgrown. We've been clearing land ever since then. It's a 6-acre parcel with a 3/4 acre spring-fed pond. And every year we add to our growing everything. And last year we started our flower business. We grow our own flowers, and this is just one of the farmer's bouquets. And
Okay, honey, enough with all the free advertising. What we're really here to do is thank all of our wonderful restaurants and food and beverage vendors who have supported us for the free clinic through Martinis and Matisse. It has been an honor to work with all of you, and I have to say that there's nothing more exciting than the day of the event, watching y'all prepare for the event, and then the moment that we pop the doors and the crowds rush in. It has really been an honor. I thank you so much, and everyone have a good evening. Take care.
My name is Fred Fisher, and I'm here with my wife today, Alita, and we have been asked and have the opportunity to share a few of our thoughts about the Clearwater Free Clinic. We first became interested in the clinic over 25 years ago when, as a trustee of a private foundation, I found out that a $10,000 donation was a substantial amount of their cash budget. And cash budget I mention only because there's two budgets. They have a volunteer budget of time and from dozens and perhaps hundreds of various volunteers, and that's of greater value actually than the cash budget. But in any event, the other thing about the cash budget is it's solely provided by private citizens, corporations, and foundations, grants, exclusive of any government operating funds. Over the years, the clinic has matured, prospered under the leadership and management of Jeannie Shapiro to where today it's become a very important part of our community medical delivery system to those hardworking, low-income, uninsured, very important individuals that form an important part of our workforce, our community's workforce. I know Alita has a few words to share too.
One of the major ways that the clinic raises funds is through their annual Martinis and Matisse art auction. It has become quite popular. It was started in 2004, and in 2008, we were asked to be honorary co-chairs. What a wonderful year that was. It was a special year in that it was the first year that it was at the Crum Building. Perfect spot for this. And also, Sophie Matisse, who is the artist's great-great-granddaughter, was the honorary artist and guest. And it was wildly successful. And it was very successful for two reasons. First, everyone had lots and lots of fun. But more importantly, the clinic met its mission in that it met its financial goals for that evening and to help those people who are uninsured and need help medically. We are very proud to be supporters of the Clearwater Free Clinic, and it's meeting its goals in many ways, and it's expanded, and it helps so many people, especially during this time, of people who really need medical assistance.
Hello, my name is Frank Crum. This is my wife, Brenda. Welcome to the virtual Martinis and Matisse.
Even though we can't spend time together as a community at the Frank Crum Building, we appreciate your support of the Clearwater Free Clinic. It's a great supportive effort of our community and their services that they offer. We know that you have come together, maybe as a family, friends and co-workers. Whatever your energy is that you're expending to support us is greatly appreciated. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Martinis and Matisse with a Twist 2021. What a unique year this is turning out to be, right? Only a couple weeks in, and where are we coming to you from? Martinis and Matisse this year is coming to you virtually. My name is Jason Alpert, and we want to, of course, thank the Crums for helping lead off our program, along with the Fishers and the Milams, and, of course, Dunedin Fine Arts Center and our pre-show leading up to this main part of our program. Our studio audience, who you heard a moment ago, was loud but they're small and powerful, right? We've got about 6 people here in the studio with us helping to get things going for Martinis and Matisse as we support the Clearwater Free Clinic. Now, if you're not registered for the program just yet, you got to do so. You got to come join us for the full immersive experience. To do that, you have to text the word Martini to 72727. Now, I'm going to have my phone out throughout the program, but whether you're watching on your laptop or your tablet or your big smart TV, whatever it may be, if you're watching through the Qtago platform, that is where you can buy your art lottery, that is where you can make your donations. You are already registered. You don't have to do anything else. If you're watching on Facebook and haven't registered for the program, please do so. Once again, text the word Martini to 72727. Now, we're giving away a prize simply for registering. So what we did is we picked from all the hundreds of people who have registered for the program tonight, and we're going to give them a prize. And the prize is a Starlight Cruises dinner for 2 and a gift card to the Bel Air Market store. And our randomly selected winner is... Andy Fuller is our winner. Congratulations, Andy. Again, Andy, you did absolutely nothing but register, and you win our first prize of the night. So thank you for supporting Clearwater Free Clinic. Throughout the program, you will have 2 different ways to communicate with us here in the studio. The first way is our text-to-screen option. During the pre-show, you saw many of the pictures scrolling in. You can scroll and send your pictures in as well. All you have to do is text them to 813-212-2122, and we will show them to you throughout the program. We can take a quick peek at some of them right now. You can see them up there, and you will see that throughout the program, we're going to highlight those of you who are out there watching the show. We're also going to pick a couple of people who are showing off their most creative martinis, showing us that they're having the most fun with their martinis. We're going to give a couple of prizes throughout the program as well. The other way to communicate is through that Qtago platform where you all have been donating and buying your way into the art lottery. There's a button there that says chat. If you tap on the chat button, you can communicate with us right here in the studio. Let us know you're out there. Let us know you are having a great time. Now, we've got a couple of unique drawings this year as well. We're going to announce our winners. The first one is our Freedom Rum Winery package. That is sold out, the opportunity to buy into that one. We will pick that at the end of the program tonight. The other one is our Clear Sky on Cleveland Wine Dinner for 8. Dan Shevlin has already promised that he's going to make sure that this is the night of the year for those who win it. Now, how do you win? Well, we sold 20 opportunities to get into this drawing. Now, in most drawings, what do? We pick one out, we announce who it is, and that's who our winner is. Well, this is called a reverse drawing, which means that I'm going to pick names out of here, and every name that I pick is a non-winner, otherwise known as a loser. But we'll be very kind to our losers, right? Every name I pick out did not win. The goal will be at the end of our program to be the last name left in our big martini glass. So I'm going to first pick our first 5 non-winners. If you bought your way into our Clear Sky drawing, you do not want to hear your name drawn. If you bought more than one, you're still okay if I call your name. So our first non-winner is Ray Ferreira. Everyone say, "Aw." All right, Ray didn't win that one. Our next non-winner is Susan Murbach. Aw. Okay, I'm the only one doing it now. All right. Our third non-winner is Charlene Connolly. You did not win the Clear Sky dinner. Our fourth, now you guys are getting it in the studio. Thank you so much. Our fourth non-winner. Man, he's a non-winner or a loser twice in the first round. Ray Ferrari, you're out already. And our fifth non-winner, and again, we're going to do this a couple times throughout the program. The goal will be to be the last name left in the martini glass. The last non-winner is Trina Bellinger. So, all right. So, those first 5, we're going to leave them right there. We're going to pull some more out throughout the program. You do not want to hear your name called until the very end. If you're the last name left in our martini glass, you will win that Clear Sky dinner for 8. Now, we've also got our art lottery. That is something that everyone comes to each year for this event. They want to get art. And we've got more than 40 opportunities. All your opportunities are bought right there through your handheld device or your laptop or your smart TV. However you're watching this program, you can right underneath where you're watching the video, tap the Art Lottery button. And once you go to Art Lottery, you can see all the different pieces of art, and you can tap on the one you want and buy your way in. We will announce all the winners of that coming up later in the program as well. So lots of great opportunities to give. Our Art Lottery featured item, and it's featured because we've got a great artist who said, not only do I want to be part of this program, but I want to show you my art as I am creating it. So what we did was we turned to Penny, and what Penny did from the painted pear is she said, I want to invite you in. Come to my studio. So we did just that. So I'm going to now turn it over to Penny to show us what she's been working on. How you doing, Penny?
Hi, Jason. How are you all? Come on into the Painted Pear studio and see what I've got to show you.
In Bel Air Bluffs at Painted Pear Gallery, we're taking a look around with the owner, Penny Young. Penny is extremely honored to be the featured artist for Martinis and Matisse this year. She opened her studio in 2019 because she felt the need to provide a creative, artistic environment for all ages and skill levels. The gallery is filled with beautiful paintings from private collections and local artists. They are all for sale and provide inspiration as well. Young offers several types of events, such as birthday party painting, paint your pet, ladies' night out, office parties, abstract art instruction, and seashell art classes with shell artist Heather Kendall. The genre for this painting is quite a shift from what Penny typically paints. She wanted to convey a sense of beauty and celebrate our planet Earth with color and a bit of mystery. It is her way of honoring our beautiful planet.
All right, Penny, thank you so much. Folks, we're going to be checking in with Penny throughout the program and seeing her work of art as it gets completed and ultimately gets picked. We will have a winner picked for that piece of art at the end of the program. So buy your way in and try to win Penny's piece or any of the other 40 or more items in our art lottery. Now, we want to thank a lot of our sponsors, or many of our sponsors. During our pre-show, we ran scrolls and lists and individual thank yous from all of our volunteers and staff thanking our sponsors. We will do that again at the end of our program, so stick around so you understand all the organizations, all the individuals who supported this event year after year. Our Monet sponsors, our top sponsors, we certainly want to give additional love and thanks to Don and Mary Harrell and Frank Crum Corporate and Ruth and J.O. Stone Foundation and the medical staff at Largo Medical Center. How about a round of applause for all of our Monet sponsors, right? Thank you for supporting Martinis and Matisse with a twist. Now, I want to turn the program over to the two women who took over the reins and said, listen, we're the chairs of this event. We're going to take it virtual, and we got this. One of them is a development manager at the Clearwater Free Clinic. The other one is a former board member, the current volunteer coordinator, and a chair of this event for more than 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to our program Meredith Reagan and Sue Murbach.
Thank you, Jason, for that warm introduction. Welcome, everyone, to Martinis and Matisse with a Twist. We know it looks a little bit different this year, but I promise you it's going to be the same wonderful evening that you've come to know and love. Penny, we are very happy to have you painting with us this evening, and we cannot wait to see the masterpiece that you create.
We can't wait, and I also wonder who's going to be the lucky winner.
Well, I hope it's me. Thank you to our sponsors for all your continued support of Martinis and Matisse through the years. We couldn't do it without you. Our patients here at the Clearwater Free Clinic are so very grateful for your support. We'd also like to give a big shout out to our artists that have created all these wonderful masterpieces that we have this evening for you to drop your lottery tickets into. And we also have these beautiful martini glasses that were painted for our sponsors. So we hope you're sipping some nice chilly martinis out of those.
And we can't go this evening without thanking all of our fantastic restaurants that over the years have donated and supported us so much. This evening they've even donated gift cards that we've provided to our sponsors, and we hope that they're at home enjoying delicious food right now.
We are grateful to our committee. For the past 16 years you've battled the wind and the rain and the cold, setting up for Martinis, and this year you've stepped up to the plate to help us create this new and adventurous event. So we hope that it's going to be as wonderful as you have always come to know and love.
The next hour will be full of fun and excitement. We have so many fun surprises for you. Not only do we have our signature art lottery that everybody knows and loves from past Martinis and Matisse events, we'll also have chefs from local restaurants creating their signature dishes and mixologists mixing up your favorite drinks as well.
So be sure to join in the party by sending us some photos of yourselves at home. You can also be entered in to win lots of fabulous prizes this evening if you send us those photos.
So with that said, take those selfies and show us some love. And now it's time to sit back and relax and enjoy the show.
Thank you so much for sharing this evening with us. And now it's time to get the party started. Cheers!
All right, ladies, thank you so much for leading the effort here at Martinis and Matisse. Now, we talked about the text-to-screen option, right? We want you to text in your pictures to us. So once you're registered for the program using Martini at 72727, you then can text in your pictures to us so we can see you on the screen. And we look at all the pictures that are coming in. People are sending pictures of their animals. People are sending pictures of their children. They've got their martinis out. They've got their wonderful dirty martini, very dirty martini right there. I love to see it, right? Got their kids with them, their dog with martinis, whatever it takes, right? Again, we are looking for some creative shots to give away some prizes for people who are texting in their pictures to our program tonight. So our first text-to-screen prize is going to go to, the prize is an Okinola gift card, ultimately for a dinner for two, and we're going to pick a winner for that. Who is our winner on that, Meredith? Jacqueline Dimmitt wins that. So Jacqueline, I'm told, is pregnant. She's sitting watching our program tonight. She's got her young kids with her, some other people over. So Jacqueline, congratulations. You've got that Okinola gift card coming your way. Now, we're also going to pull our next 5 non-winners in the Clear Sky contest. Remember, the goal is not to hear your name called. We've got 15 more names left in this martini glass. So a loser, a non-winner, probably a nicer way to call it, is Lisa Stubbings. So I'm sorry, Lisa, you do not win the Clear Sky dinner. Yeah, there was a good. The next one is Carrie Reagan. Carrie, you are out. You do not win our Clear Sky dinner. Our next non-winner, AKA loser, is Pam Gannon. Pam, you do not win. The studio audience is getting really sad in here with me tonight, I tell you, right? Our next non-winner is, this one's Carrie Reagan again, back-to-back. Carrie, you are OUT out in back-to-back options. And then one more non-winner. If you don't hear your name called, you're down to the final 10. The next non-winner is Barbara Schmitz. So Barbara, you do not win, but thank you for contributing to our event tonight. So we will pull more of those throughout the program. We also want to remind you to keep posting and buying those art lottery opportunities. You got about 10 more minutes to buy your art lottery items. We're going to announce all the winners before the end of the program. Now, we all know that this event every year is not only an art event, but we got martinis, right? It's a cocktail event. It's a restaurant event. Some of the best and the brightest in our entire community come to this event. Their restaurants, their bars, to show you their wares. Well, we're going to do the same thing this year. And we're going to first start with our friends at Pisces Sushi. And Elizabeth and James have got an amazing sushi roll that they're going to show you not only how to make, but I have a feeling once you see it, you're going to want to enjoy it as well. Let's turn it over to Elizabeth and James. Hi, guys.
Thank you, Jason. Hi, everyone. I am Elizabeth Perez Keene, and this is my husband, James Keene. He's the executive chef of Pisces Sushi and Global Bistro. We are longtime supporters of the Free Clinic of Clearwater and sponsors of Martinis and Matisse. Today, we are so excited to demonstrate how to make one of our favorite sushi rolls, the Serpentine. Cheers. Enjoy.
So what we're doing, we're taking our nori, we're going to put it down on the cutting board. When we put our sushi rice down on the paper and spread it out, see about 3 ounces of rice, of cooked rice. Add a little bit of sesame seeds, and then we'll put some avocado inside the roll. With some blue crab. Put some asparagus tips, some spears inside the roll, and we'll tighten it up. You always want to press inside the roll and then you push it down and it'll seal itself. Then we have some Black Angus New York strip that we're going to put on top of the sushi roll. And take a blowtorch and sear it. It's going to be about rare to medium rare. You want to get a little bit of that char on there. Everybody loves burnt ends. Take a little bit of plastic wrap just for sanitation. It helps keep our mats clean as we make sushi throughout the evening. We'll push it down. Always make sure to seal your ends. And then we cut it in half, and then I'll cut that in half, and then those pieces in half, so that they should end up even. Take our other mat, put it on here, and the plastic wrap comes right off. Then have a plate for garnish. So we'll set up our rolls. I'm going to put a sweet and sour miso sauce. This is our eel sauce. A sweet and sour miso sauce. Then we have some local microgreens, some radishes from Tampa with some white truffle oil. Thank you, Martinez and Matisse, and back to you, Jason.
James, that looks awesome. Thank you so much for contributing to this year's event as you guys do year after year. Now, when you've got sushi, what do you need to wash your sushi down? How about an espresso martini, of course, at Martinez and Matisse. And to do that, where can you get the best espresso martini in town? How about we turn it over now to Bonefish Grill and Sue Linda to show us how to make one.
Hi everyone, I'm Sue Linda with Bonefish Grill. We are proud sponsors of Martinez and Matisse and longtime supporters of the Clearwater Free Clinic. Since we're unable to join you this year, we wanted to share something that you can make time and time again. It's rather simple, it's my favorite, it's the espresso martini. Here's what you'll need: 1.5 ounces of vanilla vodka, 1/4 ounce of Kahlua, 1/4 ounce of creme de coco, and 1 freshly brewed espresso. If you'd like to add a personal twist to the vanilla vodka, just infuse your favorite vodka and vanilla beans for about 24 to 48 hours. You're going to combine all of the ingredients into a pint glass filled with ice. You'll next take the shaker tin, cap your pint glass, and shake it until it's ice cold. Then strain into a martini glass, preferably a chilled one. To give this a finishing touch, you can add a few espresso beans. Other options include a drizzle of chocolate sauce on the inside of your martini glass, or rim your glass with a mix of brown sugar and chocolate shavings. From all of us at Bonefish Grill, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy our espresso martini and the rest of the event.
Brown sugar and chocolate shavings. You're talking my language, Sue Linda. Thanks so much. Hey, folks, this gives us another opportunity to check in with Penny Young at the Painted Pear in Bel Air. She continues to work on this amazing piece that she's put together for tonight's event. She titled it Our Earth Rising. And that's just ultimately what this package and this piece of art is going to be. It is going to be our Earth Rising, and it's a gorgeous piece. It is a gallery-wrapped acrylic on canvas. The size is 24 by 36. So we've got about 7 or 8 minutes left to get into the art lottery. So if you haven't done so already, remember, you can do that. You do it through your handheld device. If you've been buying and donating and bidding through your phone, you do it through your phone. If you're using your smart TV or your laptop, you use all those. But I tell you, as Penny continues to finish this piece right here, we're just a few moments away from finding out who wins her piece and who wins the 41 other items that we have in our art lottery. So please get in on those items and join us here as we support the Clearwater Free Clinic. Now, throughout the program tonight, we've certainly told you a lot about amazing sushi and the great espresso martini and thanked our sponsors, but it's now time to focus in a little bit on why we're all here and what the Clearwater Free Clinic does, why they do it, who they do it for. And we want to turn it over to our tour guide, if you will, someone who can probably best give us a tour of the entire facility and everything that they work on. She is not only the CEO of the Clearwater Free Clinic, but she is the founder and the creator of Martinez and Matisse back in 2004. Here she is, the CEO and now your tour guide, Jeannie Shapiro.
For most of us, a lifeline exists when we're sick or injured. Without a second thought, we can visit a clinic, hospital, or a doctor with costs covered by health insurance, Medicare, or our own financial wherewithal. For some less fortunate, however, the choices are brutal. Endure serious illness or pain without treatment, face formidable medical bills, or bear the indignity of being regarded as a charity case. Since 1977, the Clearwater Free Clinic has addressed this health care inequity. The Clearwater Free Clinic is a volunteer-driven, nonprofit, non-government medical facility that provides comprehensive medical care to the qualified low-income, uninsured residents living in our community. The CFC patients receive services that include, but are not limited to, primary care, behavioral health diagnosing and counseling, medications, lab work, x-rays, wellness education and counseling, clinic and hospital-based procedures, and specialty referrals. All of these critical services are provided by staff, volunteers, and community partners at little or no cost to those who qualify. Without the aid of the Clearwater Free Clinic, these uninsured residents would rely on local emergency rooms for non-emergent care at a great cost to themselves and the hospitals. Providing CFC patients with essential medications is one of the clinic's costliest but most necessary programs. Accessible medication therapy is a critical component of managing chronic and acute medical problems and provides the best possible medical outcome for our uninsured patients. The clinic's medication dispensary maintains a full formulary of medications and provided over 42,000 courses of medications this past year. Without receiving the prescribed drug therapy, our patients' health would be severely compromised. Please note, the clinic does not dispense narcotics. A volunteer-driven organization, the clinic has over 150 dedicated professional volunteers who work together with core clinic staff to provide services. Doctors, nurse practitioners, nurses, pharmacists, pharmacy techs, ultrasound techs, medical assistants, physical therapy, and clerical help all donate their services, while our local hospitals provide lab work, x-rays, sleep studies, outpatient and hospital-based procedures. In 2017, with the help of a very generous community, the clinic moved to the new facility, which is an 11,000 square foot building. Our clinic now houses 11 exam rooms, 3 specialty care rooms, and 1 procedure room. We were also able to expand the clinic's behavioral health program, which is an integral piece of our comprehensive health care that we provide our patients. Physical health and mental health are intricately and deeply connected. People living with chronic health conditions like diabetes, arthritis, and asthma experience depression and anxiety at twice the rate of the general population. The reverse is also true, as people with untreated mental health issues, especially the low-income population, are at a greater risk of experiencing a wide range of physical health problems. At 200% of the National Poverty Guidelines, clinic patients struggle to afford basic needs. Having access to behavioral health services for diagnosing, counseling, and medication therapy is critical to the improvement of their overall health. None of these programs are possible without donor funding. Financial support comes from our generous community. Individuals, businesses, religious and civic organizations, bequests, foundations, trusts, fundraising, and grants. Because of the donated services that we receive, 96 cents of every dollar goes directly towards patient program and services. A common misconception is that the Clearwater Free Clinic receives government funding. This is not the case.
I can safely say that I may not be around if it hadn't been for the Clearwater Free Clinic, so I'm extremely thankful that they're here. They do save lives.
Right now, I'm feeling healthier than I've been in probably 10 years, and I accredit all of that to the Free Clinic.
These people here, they really care, and they're just angels. I don't know why they're here, but I'm just so blessed that they are.
Here's how you can join us. Number 1, share your knowledge of the Clearwater Free Clinic. Tell someone you know who might need our services. Number 2, volunteer your time in a meaningful way. Medical and non-medical volunteers are welcome. And number 3, we need your financial help to improve the lives of the uninsured families living in our community. Thank you for your time. I hope you'll join us on this mission.
Hello, you've just had the opportunity to view the clinic. Jeannie has gone through the facility itself and the community that we serve. Now is the time to support the Clearwater Free Clinic. The needs have never been greater.
Throughout 2020 and the entire COVID pandemic, the staff has remained diligent, compassionate, and caring to all of our patients. They've never closed a single day as they scrambled for PPE and for funds to maintain the level of care that they're used to giving. They have adapted the way in which they do business with drive-thrus and different creative ideas.
Deidre and I have been involved in the Clearwater Free Clinic for over 20 years now. I've been involved at the board level, and Deidre and I have volunteered as well. And really, we've seen a lot of changes in the community and the clinic itself. But one thing that has not changed is the staff's dedication to empathetic and quality care. So reach into your wallets, and now is the time to give to this wonderful organization.
Give from the heart.
Bruce and Deidre, thank you so much. Yes, give from the heart. Folks, I will tell you that this is an official sound, right? The official sound of Martinis and Matisse. Every year at our live in-person event, what do you hear when it's time to have last call for art lottery purchases? So we brought it back to our virtual event as well. That is your sign, that is your symbol that this is truly your last opportunity to put in for your art lottery purchases. So please get those in, because momentarily that will close out. No more purchases, because we go into the part of the program now called the Give from the Heart. And in the Give from the Heart, quite frankly, it's a part of the program where you're not going to get an opportunity to win a piece of art or a clear sky dinner that we've been pulling for all night long. You're going to get the feeling of knowing that you gave from the bottom of your heart directly to our mission. But it's not for me to tell you about our mission. It's for you to see it from someone who, quite frankly, would say that the Clearwater Free Clinic saved his life.
Hi, my name is Juan. I've been coming to the Clearwater Free Clinic since 2009. A friend of mine mentioned the free clinic, so I looked into it, and I decided to, start coming in. I was greeted warmly. The atmosphere was very, very pleasant. I registered, and I was referred to a volunteer doctor, and he checked me, and he discovered that I was bleeding in an area that I shouldn't be bleeding. So they did a couple of tests, and from those tests, they discovered that I had cancer. When I first found out I had cancer, it really hit me. You just have these thoughts of, are you gonna still be here? It just breaks you down. It affects you. It affects you. But it got to a point where I said, you know what? The hell with it. I'm gonna battle this. And I just moved forward. The hardest part was when I was getting chemotherapy. There were situations where I would be at work and I would need to do something and I couldn't. And, eventually I would have an accident where I couldn't hold my valves. And then we discovered that I had another cancer, which was in my bladder. I defeated it, but unfortunately, it came back. And again, I had to go through the whole process again. After that cancer, I developed prostate cancer. My prostate was removed, and since then I've been in remission in that area also. So far I've beaten cancer 4 times, and I owe it to the Clearwater Free Clinic big time. Since being in remission, I have been a productive member of society again. My life has changed dramatically. The Clearwater Free Clinic has been a part of my family. From the front desk, to the nurse practitioners, to the doctors that volunteers, they've all been like family to me. And they treated me like I've been part of their family. If the Clearwater Free Clinic would not have been here, I don't think I would be here right now talking to you. To those that are out there considering and giving to this cause, we need you.
Juan, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Folks, that is just one of hundreds, if not thousands of stories we could share with you over the past 43 years with the Clearwater Free Clinic. And this is the part of the program that, quite frankly, should be the reason why we're all here tonight, the Give from the Heart. Because in the Give from the Heart, we're going to ask you to do just that, give from the bottom of your heart. If you're not registered for the program and want to give, you just have to text the word Martini to 72727. If you're already registered right now on your bidding device, whether it be your phone or your laptop or your smart TV or your tablet, the donate button should be showing for you right there. All you have to do is tap the button that you want to make that contribution. If they're not showing for you, there's a button at the top that says donate. Go ahead and hit that. I'm going to call out some dollar amounts. And as I call out those dollar amounts, we're going to ask you to make your donation and make your contribution. I've got all sorts of screens in front of me here that is going to show me everyone who's about to donate. We're going to acknowledge and thank as many, if not all of you, as those donations come in. Our goal over the next 7 or 8 minutes is to raise $35,000 for the Clearwater Free Clinic. I'm confident we can do it with all of you watching out there. So as I mentioned, I'm going to call out some numbers that some people may think are a little bit high, but then we're going to work our way down to hopefully we get to a number that everyone here can give at least one time, 100% participation. Our first ask tonight in the Give from the Heart is $15,000. We see that there are people who have already given throughout the program. We're going to acknowledge as many of them as we can before we're finished with this. But is there a donor at $15,000 who's willing to kick off our Give from the Heart tonight? I will tell you our so-called studio audience is in here ready to erupt when those donations come in. We're over 5,000 already. Is there a donor at $15,000? How about a donor at $10,000? Is there a donor at $10,000 who will support the Clearwater Free Clinic? At $10,000, you support 20 behavioral health evaluations and medications. 20 of them. We're going to keep watching the heart, and we're going to wait and see as those names scroll and those donations come in, who's in at $10,000 to support the Clearwater Free Clinic. As I mentioned, we saw some of the names coming in, and I see this screen over here, and I see over my shoulder many of the names there. And we see as the names come in, we're up to 6,250. Is there a 10,000? Oh, we did get a $10,000 donation. How about that, right? I love to see that, right? So what we're going to do here is I now need to wait for this one to upgrade, to update, and as it comes in, there it is. How about that? R. Joseph Wiesinger is now our $10,000 donor. How about that, right? So R. Joseph, thank you so much. Now I would ask you, who will follow his lead? Please understand that we do lots of these events where we ask for donations, and we might get someone to kick things off by saying, I'm willing to give $10,000 if someone else will join me at $10,000. I'll match it. But Joe didn't do that. Joe says, I believe in this mission to the tune of $10,000. So now I ask you, who's with him? Who will follow his lead? Anyone at $10,000 for the Clearwater Free Clinic? For those 20 behavioral health evaluations and medications, anyone else at $10,000? Where are my donors at $5,000? I'll do the math for you real quick because I talked about 20 behavioral health evaluations and medications at $10,000. At $5,000, you're doing that for 10 people. We do have a $5,000 donation that just came in. Sue and Jim Petru, thank you so much at $5,000. We're up over $21,000. Who will join them now? Who will join the Petrus? Sue and Jim got in at $5,000. Are there other donors at $5,000? Folks, remember, all donations are done directly through the device you've been buying your art lottery through. Who is going to get in at $5,000 and bump us up over $25,000 for the Clearwater Free Clinic? I know there are donations that have been coming in, and again, we're going to recognize and acknowledge as many of those as we can. Anyone else at $5,000 before we move on? The next level I'll call is a $2,500 donation level. At $2,500, they're asthma rescue inhalers for 5 patients for 1 year. So think about the impact you'll have for 5 people. We're at 31,000, which means you just grew by 10,000. We get a new one. Sandra Miller just gave $10,000, right? Folks, I will tell you, there's something that's called latency. And latency is the fact that the words coming out of my mouth reach people at home at different times. So we understand that the donations may not come in at the exact same time that I am calling them out. So please give them as you so choose. So I understand that we're getting close to the top of this heart, but we got a lot more work to do, right? We got the Sandra Miller $10,000 donation. We had the R. Joseph Wiesinger $10,000 donation. We had $5,000 from Sue and Jim Petru. Who else at $10,000 or $5,000? Or how about $2,500? Are there donors at $2,500 or above? Let's do it that way. As I call out your dollar amount, whether it's $2,500 or $5,000 or $10,000 or above, now's the time to put it in. We're at $31,900. Anyone at $2,500 or above? I see you keep ticking there, and we're going to get to some of these as well. Where are my donors at $1,000? Are there $1,000 donors out there who are willing to make the contribution to this program? At $1,000, you get 1 continuous glucose monitor for 1 patient for 1 year. A glucose monitor for 1 patient for a full year at $1,000. So now we've got some $1,000 donors come in. So Tiffany, let's actually do this. Let's go over to the other screen because I know some $1,000 donors came in before. So we're going to refresh that one there and make sure. Let's sort by dollar amount. Perfect. Let's do this one, right? So I will tell you, James Vetter, he says, listen, I don't care about your $1,000. I'm going to give $1,500. So how about a round of applause for James Vetter? Thank you, James, right? Peter Dimmitt gave $1,000. Peter, thank you so much. Your $1,000 donation is going to go a long way. We're at $33,200. Who else at that $1,000 level? Anyone else at $1,000? We're watching the name scroll on the screen. We talked about Sandra Miller. We'll get to Jeannie Shapiro's donation and Kathy Perrot's donation and Kimberly Mularoni's donation. We'll get to those in a moment. Anyone else at $1,000? Where are my donors at $500? Understand at the $500 level, the impact you'll be making is so timely right now because you will be supplying N95 masks at the clinic for 1 week. 1 full week costs $500 for masks, N95 masks. It's for patients, for volunteers, for staff. So we've got lots of great $500 donations that have come in already. Kathy Parrott is a $500 donor. Tom Blake at $500. Joy Coleman is a $500 donor. Jeannie Shapiro, our CEO, at $500. How about a round of applause for all of them, right? I love to see that. So let's go back to the other screen now, Tiffany, and we'll look at that as they come in. Maria Cantonis. Maria, thank you so much for your support of this organization. You're a $500 donor. Ava Skibicki is in at $500. So Ava, thank you so much for that. Anyone else? All right, Mitchell Lowensteven gave $400. I'm going to cut him a little slack. Thank you at $400, even though we're asking for $500 and above right now, but we'll take it. Mitchell, thank you so much. Anyone else at $500 above? Here we go. Jacqueline Valila is in at $500. Jacqueline, thank you so much. We are at $36,700, and that number just continues to grow. That heart is full, but continues to get more full. I've never understood what extremely full means. You're either full or not full, but this is extremely full, right? Let's keep bursting that heart. Let's keep busting it up. Who else at $500 or above? There's one. Tracy Sanders is in at $500. Thank you so much to Tracy as a $500 donor. Anyone else at $500? We'll go on to the next level, but please understand, keep making those contributions, keep making those donations. The dollar amount I'm calling at that level or above is what we're calling out at this point. I'm guessing that's Bruce Livingston at $500. Round of applause for Bruce and Deidre Livingston, our $500 donors. We're at $37,200. How about $250 donors? Where are my donors at $250? So Tiffany, let's switch screens because I know we had some $250 donations come in earlier. Are we refreshed here, we think? Yeah, let's refresh and sort because I know we're at $37,700 here. So here we go. Let's start with that one right there. Irene Hughes at $250. Kelly Nash at $250. Karen Lehrberger is a $250 donor. David Rothberg is in at $200, and Nancy Gerson is in at $200. Who else at $250 or above? We're at $38,950. We're at $39,300. Let's go back to the other screen, and I'll watch them come in on that way too, because we're about to get above $40,000 in the bid from the heart, right? Yeah. Who else is going to give at this point? $39,300. Who haven't I called yet? Folks, I will tell you, we're going to keep calling out those donation levels as they come in. Tiffany, if we can switch over to the other screen, the MC screen, please. We'll see if other donations have come in. We haven't called these out yet, so I'll acknowledge these, right? So I think we called out Bruce Livingston at $500, Alita Fisher, Alita and Mr. Fisher, thank you so much at $500. Yeah. Joy Coleman at $500. Trina Belanger at $500. Joanna Pruitt is a $250 donor. Jeannie Perno is a $250. And David Bernstein is in at $250. That's how we get to $39,550. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got one more level we're going to call. We're above $40,000 now. I love to see that, but we got more work to do because we got one more level to call. That last level, and remember, all donations go through your handheld device or through your tablet, however you're watching the program tonight. This last level is the $100 level. And at the $100 level, as much as we've said that you don't get anything during the give from the heart except the feeling of knowing you gave from the bottom of your heart, well, at this part of the program, we do have one prize. And you're thinking to yourself, Jason, how are you going to decide who's going to get the one prize when you've got all these people who are about to donate at this next level? Well, the level is the $100 level. And the way we play this game is we're going to give the prize to the person who gives $100 last. Okay? So the prize is a 2-night stay at the Sheraton Sand Key. Everybody say, ooh, right? So if you want that 2-night stay at the Sheraton Sand Key, all you have to be is the last person to donate $100. Every time you donate $100 and tap that $100 donation button, it's another $100 donation. You can play this game as many times as you'd like. So let's go over to the other screen, please, Tiffany, because I want to acknowledge some people who have given $100 previously. No, I lied. I'm sorry. You were on the right screen right there. So if this is refreshed, let's go ahead and sort by dollar amount. And I'll be able to call out all my $100 donors to this point. Because remember, the last one is going to get the 2-night stay at the Sheraton Sand Key on Sand Key Beach. So some of my donors before to this point, Karen Kelly gave $150. Kimberly Mularoni, I think we called out her donation before. Carrie Reagan, Jane Hunt gave $100. Jane, thank you. Bob Halverson is in $100. Doug Morse Schindler is a $100 donor. Mitch Lowenstein gave $100. I think I called Mitch out before when he gave $400. So I think it's $400 plus his $100. Give him that $500 donation. BJ Massian at $100. Kathy Milam is a $100 donor. Thank you so much to the Milams. Adam Shapiro at $100. Tony Schuster is a $100 donor. Thank you for that. Doug Moore Schindler is in at $100. Diane Morse at $100. Meg Moore Schindler at $100. Aaron Quintero is a $100 donor. We're up to $41,250, and Marcia Mole is in at $100. So those are all my $100 donors. I'm watching the screen, and I'm going to see who my last donor is. So if we go back over to the other screen now, Tiffany, I will tell you we're at $41,250. We called out some great donations. We called out Marcia and Jeannie and David Bernstein. But how about Lori Deer coming in with a $1,000 donation, right? And then Heather Henderson came in at $250. And Lori Del Basso came in at $250. Patricia Donahue, Dr. Donahue is in at $100. And Stephanie Strakowski is in at $100. So we are at $41,250, but that is continuing to grow. The way that we are going to find out who is going to be our last donor is in a moment we are going to put a counter on here in the studio. Please understand that, once again, the words that are coming out of my mouth are reaching people at home at very different times. So I encourage you, if you want to make a donation, make it now. See if you're the last one to donate. It's $100 or above, so anyone who donates $100 or above is eligible for this prize. The prize is a 2-night stay at the Sheraton Sand Key. When our timer goes off here in the studio, and I'm going to tell you all when we're going to start it in just a moment, but when that timer goes off here in the studio, I'm going to look up here at the screen, and we're going to find out who our last donor is at that $100 or above level. So we're going to put a 30-second counter on it right now. So I tell you once again, that the words coming out of my mouth are reaching people at home at different times. So I'm waiting to see on the screens here that people are giving, and as they give, we're going to acknowledge them, and we're going to call them out at the end of this 30-second counter. So I know people are donating, they're giving right now. I know that as soon as they start coming in, we see the number ticking up on that heart right there next to me on the screen. When that 30 seconds is up, we're going to give ourselves an opportunity to look over, acknowledge our screen, call out some more of our donors, and see who is given. Remember, if you've already given, you can give again. The last donor at $100 or above is going to win a 2-night stay at the Sheraton Sand Key. You want to get away? You want a little staycation? You want a beautiful beach to do it on? We know and love Sand Key. That's where we do it. So, again, the donations continue to come in. The dollar amount continues to creep up there. We're moving towards $42,000. And in a moment, we're going to see who has won this prize and maybe gets us over that $42,000 limit. So as the donations come in, again, I can see on the screen here, and I promise you we're going to acknowledge those donors as they come in. You have to be bidding and donating $100 or above. Every time you hit that donation button, you're making that contribution. So who else wants to get in to play our game? We're above 42,000 now, 43,000 now. Anyone going to get us above 44,000 before I get a signal that our 30 seconds is up? We're at 44,000. So here's how it's going to work. As the counter gets all the donations to come in, because of that latency, we're going to give it a few more seconds to let some of the donations come in. I want to acknowledge the donations that came in. So let's go, actually, let's stay on this screen here, but let's refresh it. If you can do that for me. Because I want to acknowledge some of the donors who have donated while we played this game. And scroll up just a little bit here, right? So we talked about Stephanie before. We had Gordon Goodman come in at $100. Wendy Schweiger wanted to play our game. Corey Shapiro played our game at $250. Georgianne Bissett from the Dunedin Fine Arts Center. Georgianne, thank you so much for your donation. How about Doug Moore-Schindler? He donated earlier. He played again at $100. Stephen Booten donated. Is that $1,000? He gave a $1,000 donation to our mission and our cause. Charlene Connolly got in at $250. Joy Coleman got in at $100. All these donations came in trying to be our last donor. Roland Milam got in at $100. Roland plays this game a lot. He loves it when he's at my events and we play this game, right? And let's scroll all the way to the top there, because what we have here is we have our final donor, our $100 donor, and what got us to our total, which let's say her name and then we're going to say our total, because our winner is Reagan Miller. Round of applause for Reagan. You win the Sheraton Sand Key stay, but more importantly, look what we just did there. We just raised $45,850. That is an awesome, awesome gift from the heart. Thank you to all of you who support the Clearwater Free Clinic. Listen, if I didn't call your dollar amount, whether it's $40 or $40,000, or if for whatever reason you weren't comfortable giving through the handheld device here, all you have to do is drop your donation information into the chat box. Remember, there's a chat feature on here that you can use as well, and you can make your donation there. Let us know you want to make that contribution, that donation. If you wanted to pay by check, however it is that you wanted to give, you can do that through the chat feature, and we'll follow up with you and take your donation that way. Thank you so much. So, what I will tell you, folks, is we are doing our final tallies of figuring out who has won all the art lottery items and getting that list ready to present to you, and it's going to come up in just a moment. But before we do that, we want to check in not only with two of our favorite restaurants, an E&E Steakhouse and Island Way Grill, but we're going to take one more chance to check in with Penny. And Penny is finishing up her artwork that was in our art lottery, and we want you to get a chance to see it. So we'll check in with Penny, two more of our restaurants. We'll be back with you here in the studio in just a few moments.
So I'm just adding a few tweaks here, and then we will go see Jason. I've just got a few more strokes to go. The most exciting part of this evening is seeing who has won all of these wonderful paintings, and we need to thank everyone for entering and being a part of this wonderful cause, Clearwater Free Clinic. Thank you.
Good morning, this is Chef Irvin at E&E Steakhouse Grill. We are preparing a fresh yellowtail snapper today. I caught it myself this morning. Actually, I'm lying. I couldn't catch a fish if my life depended on it. But hi, Jason. We're going to show you how to do fresh fish with a smile. So, and here we are. This fish came in yesterday. It smells delicious, has clear eyes, and fish should never smell like fish. That's one of the secrets to cooking good fish. A sharp knife, absolutely essential. And that's the three things that a chef needs for good cooking is a sharp knife, a clean apron, and a good excuse. So, and here we are. We go right down back. And that, now you see why it's so important to have the sharpest knife possible. We're gonna cut it right across here, and then we're gonna cut across the backbone here. And here it is. We're gonna trim it out. We're gonna take this little pin bones out. And there it is. And then we turn it over and we go for number 2. And this is going to be our presentation on the plate. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put this one in flour. We're going to cover it. And we are going to put it in the deep fat fryer. Look at it. It's got a Mona Lisa smile on him. Put just a little bit of salt on here. Now squeeze a little lemon on it. And then here we have a mixture of breadcrumbs, flour, salt, pepper, and a few other things I can't tell you about. So it's a good way of tasting it. If it starts bubbling up, we are good and ready. We're gonna put it down flesh side first, and then we turn it over, and then we get the skin nice and crispy. Probably takes about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. And you can see how the fillet kind of pulls together a little bit. That shows that it's really nice and fresh as well. So we are gonna make sure that the head and the fish is fully cooked, so that way if people want to pick off at the cheeks, they can do so. Plate. And here we are. Beautiful, fresh yellowtail snapper. Thank you, Jason. It's been such a privilege supporting Martinis and Matisse and the Free Clinic of Clearwater. Thank you once again.
Hi everybody, I'm Sherry Aquilar and with Baystar Restaurant Group. We are here at Island Way Grill tonight with Tony Ballister, one of our chefs here at Island Way Grill, and we are going to be talking about steaks. So today we have 2 different cuts of steaks. We have your tenderloin, which is going to be where your filet mignon cut comes from. And then we have your rib, which is going to be our ribeye steaks. Your tenderloin is going to be your leanest cut of meat. It's going to be your most tender. And then you have your ribeye, which is going to have a little bit more marbling in it, which is going to give it a little bit more flavor to the steak. So starting off, you're going to want to use a little bit of our steak seasoning and a clarified butter. We use a citrus and oak wood here at Island Way with a pit that is usually about at 1200 degrees. You'll cook your steak for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. The chef recommends a rare to a medium rare steak. So when you have that finished, what you'll want to do is take your steak off the grill and let it rest for a few minutes. This process is going to bring out a lot more of the juices and enhance the flavor of the steak. Thank you so much, everyone, for supporting the Clearwater Free Clinic and the Martinis and Matisse. We look forward to seeing you at a Baystar Restaurant location soon. Thank you so much, Tony. Happy New Year, and cheers, everyone.
All right, Sherry and Tony, thank you so much, and thank you to all the restaurants that supported this event, including yours, Island Way Grill. Now, we talked about Clear Sky in Cleveland. We've been pulling the people who didn't win that opportunity drawing throughout the program. We've pulled 10 names already who didn't win, which means there's 10 names left in this martini glass. We're going to pick 5 right now that are non-winners, and then at the very end of the program, which is just moments away, we're going to pull our last 5. The last name out of here will be our winner. So our next non-winner is Carolyn Siganak. Everyone give me an aw. There we go again, right? Our next non-winner is Richard Murbach Sr. Richard, I'm sorry. Richard probably should have earned it with all the time he gives up for Sue leading up to this event. So Richard, thank you for that. Our next non-winner is Deborah McMillan. Deborah, you do not win. 2 more non-winners before we get to our next round. Susan Lewis, you did not win our Clear Sky on Cleveland dinner for 8. And our final non-winner of this round is Diane Morse, you did not win. So there are 5 names left in here. If you have not heard your name called, you are still eligible and still have a chance to win. Your goal is to be the last name left in this martini glass before the end of the show. Now, what will you have when you're at Clear Sky in Cleveland? Well, if you win this contest, you're going to get a chance to try their smoked old fashioned. And as luck would have it, we've got them coming in right now to show us how to make one. Let's go ahead and check in with Alex to show us Clear Sky's smoked old fashioned.
And this is Clear Sky on Cleveland. I'm Alex, and I'll be showing you how to make a smoked old fashioned today. So to start with a smoked old fashioned, you're going to need a Yari glass, a mixing spoon. This is our single barrel 1792. We have black walnut bitters, oranges to make caramelized oranges for the old fashioned, and then Bordeaux cherries soaked in bourbon. Here is our cedar plank to smoke the old fashioned, and an ice sphere. So you're going to be doing an 8 count of our single barrel 1792. We carry this at Clear Sky on Cleveland. It is not a small batch, so it comes in one big barrel chosen by a master distiller. So you're going to put in 2.5 ounces. Stop that. You'll put in 3 dashes of black walnut bitters. You are going to also put in a 3 count of simple syrup. Once you get that, you're going to want to fill up your Yari glass with some ice. To make a good old fashioned, you should stir your old fashioned 30 times. Clear Sky really appreciates Martinis and Matisse and your efforts to help with the Clearwater Free Clinic. All right, and after you're done with that, you are going to get your cedar plank and smoke your old fashioned in the glass. So we have a torch here, so we turn it on, we start the torch. When you get to a certain point, you want to make sure it hits at the bottom, the closest part to the blue fire area. You start smoking, wait till it burns up. And then you will get your rocks glass with your ice sphere and put it on top. And turn off your fire. And then you will flip over your cedar plank with your rocks glass and smoke. And then the smoke comes out, it's very pretty. And you are going to strain your old fashioned into a rocks glass. Now at this point, to caramelize the orange, we'll give it a little bit more sweetness to the old fashioned. You're going to get your orange, put some raw sugar on both sides, bring your torch back, and torch the orange. This is definitely my favorite part. All right, and when you get to that point, you're going to wait till it cools off and put the orange straight into your old fashioned. Get your 3 Bordeaux cherries that are soaked in bourbon and put it into the drink. And then there you have a smoked old fashioned.
All right, Alex, thank you so much. That smells and looks and tastes delicious, right? So here's what we're going to do, folks. One last reminder to text us your images. We're going to talk about the text to screen prize in a moment. But before we do that, I will tell you that we're going to pick our Clear Sky in Cleveland Dinner for 8 winner. Throughout the program tonight, we've been picking names out of this martini glass. We started with 20, we're down to 5. So if you haven't heard your name called yet, you're one of our last 5 names in this martini glass. If you are the last name left in this martini glass, you are the winner. But first, the first 4 non-winners, right? The first of our non-winners who didn't win, first one is Sally Parks. You didn't win, but you came so close. Our next non-winner is Sally Parks. So Sally, you had 2 left of the last 5, and the first 2 draws did not go your way. But maybe you bought more than 2 for all I know, and you're still in here. So we've got 3 names to go in here. Let me turn around here. I will tell you, this drawing is being overseen by the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, so we're fine, right? All right, so here we go. Our next non-winner is Sally Parks, right? So Sally had 3 in here, and Sally didn't win any of those. But maybe she bought 4 for all I know, because we've got 2 names left in here. And our last non-winner is not Sally Parks. It is Trina Bellinger, which means the one person sitting at home who hasn't heard their name called is Tom Blake. Tom, thank you. If I remember correctly, Tom was one of our donors in the Give from the Heart at $1,000 or above. So I believe in karma very strongly, my friend. So congratulations to Tom. You win our Clear Sky in Cleveland dinner for 8. All right. Now, our next prize that we have to announce, we also had another great drawing for a New York winery, right? This is a winery where the reason why the description in our the place where the art lottery was a little bit vague is because you can almost turn this into whatever you want it to be. The owners have said that you can stay for, I don't know, 2 nights, 3 nights, 7 nights, but you're going to stay on property there at the winery. So Sean and Laura Manning have contributed this. It's Freedom Run Winery. It is just outside of Niagara Falls. And so we do have a winner of that. That was randomly selected. And the winner of this is? Barbara Schmitz. You win the New York winery trip. So Freedom Run winery package, that is yours. Congratulations. All right. Now, we want to show a few more text-to-screen images. These are the pictures you all have been sending in throughout the night tonight. We've been a chance to see you out there watching Martinis and Matisse virtually. It's Martinis and Matisse with a twist. And what we did was we took a look at all these pictures and we said, who's sending in the most creative picture? Who's sending in the most fun picture? We have a gentleman who is in the COVID unit at Largo Medical, proud of his coworkers and the volunteers. So you see those as those pictures are scrolling through there. We did pick one winner to win our text-to-screen final prize of the night. This prize is a dinner for 2 at On Swan. It's a gift card for $50, and that is going to go to... Oh, Bob Bentz. That was the picture that got sent in with his dog. He sent in a picture with his dog with the Martinis and Matisse sign. So congratulations to Bob Bentz. You win our final text-to-screen prize of the night. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you won any prize tonight, right, whether it be something physical or a certificate or whatever it may be, especially our art lottery, which we're going to announce in just a moment, you have a chance to pick it up at the Clearwater Free Clinic anytime this upcoming week, Monday through Thursday from about 8:30 to 5. They will have it there ready for you. Stop in, you can pick it up. You'll also receive a text message at the end of this program letting you know that you won. So you'll be able to know that way. And then as I mentioned, in a moment, we're just going to scroll all the winners so you can see who won our art lottery, because I know so many people come to this event wanting to leave with great art. You're going to have a chance to see if you won it in a moment. We do want to announce the winner of our featured art lottery item. This was the piece that Penny Young created throughout the program with us tonight. We saw the steps along the way, and her name was pulled throughout our break, and the winner is? Sarah Tucker. You won Penny Young's awesome piece that she painted throughout our program tonight. So thank you so much to Sarah for participating and for Penny for providing that piece. Now, the last point of business that I have before I turn it over to our chairman of the board and our staff to do some thank yous and then to thank our sponsors, then of course our art lottery winners, it is my job tonight to share with you the total money raised at Martinis and Matisse with a twist. This is a different year, and certainly people come into an event like this not sure how it's going to go. What I will tell you is that this year's Martinis and Matisse raised more than $200,000. Now, don't applaud yet because it raised more than $210,000. It raised more than $220,000. It raised more than $225,000. The total money raised for Martinis and Matisse benefiting the Clearwater Free Clinic is $228,760. That is an awesome accomplishment, and we have you all watching tonight to thank for that, and of course all of our sponsors. So as I wrap up the program, I will turn it over to those who really need to be the ones saying thank you, because they are the staff and the board of the Clearwater Free Clinic. Because without the funds raised at events like this, they can't continue to do the great work they're doing in the community. So on behalf of our mobile bidding partner, our auction software, our fundraising software, Qtego, on behalf of the production crew who made things look and sound great tonight, my name is Jason Alpert. I've loved being your MC and your auctioneer tonight. Thank you so much for all you do for the Clearwater Free Clinic. Have a great night, everybody.
Hi, David Phillips here, President of the Board of Directors of Clearwater Free Clinic. We just wanted to say on behalf of the entire board, thank you so much for your generous support. Now more than ever, during this pandemic, we appreciate all that you do for the Clearwater Free Clinic. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you all again soon.